of these. I got this thing for about $50 at the local Goodwill, and yeah, I don't know if it worked. All I know is it's an all-in-one. It's advertising HDMI, which is not, you know, the best, and I'm also seeing i3, so this is going to be fun. So I want to go plug this thing in right away, and I want to see how it's working. Before I plug it in, I want to go take a look at the I/O. So let's go look at the side here. DVD drive right there. We're seeing some USB 3, micro SD, and like a power button. And then if we look at the back, we'll see an RJ45 jack, an HDMI. This is a weird thing. HDMI out, and then an HDMI in. Not sure what the HDMI out thing is. Maybe if it's a bad screen, you can HDMI out to another monitor. That's pretty cool. RJ45, which I mentioned. A barrel connector, power connector, because it doesn't take a normal power supply, because obviously one can't fit in here. And 3 additional more USBs. 2 USB 3, 1 USB 2. It also has another USB on the bottom, as well as little like mount holes. If you know what it is, just let me know in the comments. So let's plug this thing in and see if it boots. It turned on, but now it's like hissing at me. Flip it so we actually have a view, and we get this microphone. Hopefully it doesn't unplug, which it likes doing. And I'm gonna shove this right here and then turn it on. You ready? 3, 2, 1. What that is telling me is that either the speaker's out or there's something wrong with Windows installed, which I highly doubt. But we're gonna take a look-see here. If it's a bad speaker, I mean, I'll just take it out. The white screen. I'm gonna go reinstall Windows. Jesus Christ, that thing is loud. I'd rather have a working copy of Windows. And I know it's extremely annoying, but I mean, temporarily I could unplug it, which is, you know, probably going to be, yeah, we're going to do that. This should just, yep, lift right up. There we go. What the fuck? Remember that one USB port? There's 2. After looking at the speakers, this one is completely blown. That's rock solid. This one, on the other hand, this one is moving. Now this should just lift up like that, and there's our computer. Now we can actually go take a look at what we're dealing with over here. I think this is DDR3. PC4. Well, I think I have an 8 gig kit here, or another 4 gig module. That's what I'll do. There's also slots for an mSATA slot. This is the weirdest motherboard I've seen. Here's another 4 gig DIMM to up our capacity to 8 gigs RAM. Okay, so now here's our speakers, and they're all apart. This is a weird board. There's 2 spots for a CMOS battery, so they put one here. Copper pipe is bent, and there's been thermal compound because there's thermal compound residue right here. This fan is at least clean, so that's good. There's thermal compound everywhere. So I'm gonna do the executive decision and change this hard drive, just because it's easier than, you know, doing anything else. So here it is. It's a Toshiba, and it's old. We're gonna replace it with an older SSD that I don't use. Look at this Samsung drive. It's 256 gigabytes. This should be enough. I also see another SATA port here and another SATA power connector. I don't know, like, if you're meant to collect these. I don't fucking know. Okay, turn it on, and then we can finally see if this thing is, you know, capable. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go next, install now. I accept the license terms. Next, custom, install. Now I'll be back with Windows 7 installed, and whenever we actually have a capture card. So after a bit of troubleshooting and a little bit of fuckery, we finally got into Windows 10 on this machine. Again, we don't have any speakers because our speakers are currently, look at that, look, it's literally peeling. Like, oh, there you go. Regardless, here we are on Windows 10. I have Portal 2 and BeamNG installed currently. So I'm just going to go throw up Portal 2 because it's one of the easier games to run, and especially helps us when we're having Intel Core i3 integrated graphics. So here we are in Portal 2. As you guys can see, it's playing perfectly fine. It is a bit laggier than I would like. There is a bit of jittering. That is not the capture card, that is the game. And it looks like we're getting a stable 30 FPS with drops of 25, maybe in the 20s. It's not super responsive. It definitely does not have fun at a simulation standpoint. Whenever you see, guys, you see that block just dropped there? It didn't like that one bit. As soon as that drops, physics gets introduced and the game freaks out. Again, we are playing this on integrated graphics, so this is not really a shocker. It's just, honestly, this is better than what we could have gotten if we were using a GT 750. So this is not bad at all. I'm going to call this a win, and this is definitely playable in my books. After a gazillion hours of downloading, we can finally play BeamNG Drive. So let's open it up and actually start benchmarking. Oh my god, we're launching. DirectX is working, surprisingly. Oh my goodness. Optimal performance on a quad core. Oh my god. We're going to click yes on everything because I want to kill this computer, and we're going to click yes. So here we are. We're in BeamNG. This is a 1080 screen, so I'm going to go shove it to 1080p and see if we'll see how that works. And here's 1080. So we're getting right about like an average of 26, minimum of 12, and a highs of 30. We're going to go load up free roam here in grid map and see what we get. What the fuck? It's been doing this every fucking like minute now. And what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh my god, we're in the game. We are playing BeamNG on an all-in-one. Further proof. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, I'm not lying. So outside the vehicle, we're getting about 14 frames a second. Inside the vehicle, we're getting about 13 and a half. So I want to go see now if I can move. Yeah, it's not super responsive, but I mean, we're moving. Yeah, it's playing fairly fine. We're getting lows of 10s though, which is a bit unfortunate. But again, we are playing this thing on i3 integrated graphics at 1080p on normal settings. So now, we saw what this thing could do on normal settings at 1080p. So now, let's shove it. Oh my god. Let's see what it can do at ultra. And look at this. We are playing at 6.7 frames per second. But you know what? Playing is playing, right? Okay. Acceleration in 3, 2, 1. About 7 frames a second. Oh my god. Okay, this is enough. This hurts my head. So, that's an all-in-one. I mean, it does what it's meant to do, especially for the size. I want to say it's about 21 inches. It's as big as like a modern iMac or like a 2017 iMac. It does what it's meant to do. It still has its plastic cover-ons and everything. Like it's okay. I won't be using this thing like forever. I might just keep it on the back burner because it does work as a monitor. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It does work as a monitor. And there we go. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a comment and a like, and I'll see you guys next week.